The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
If you're building or buying or selling a home, the Real Estate Crew's got news for you at the Real Estate House Party.
With attorney Rick Carter,
Real Estate House Party.
paralegal Kathy Holtshouser,
Real Estate House Party. Come in, have fun.
and comedian Tony V. Now, here's real estate attorney Rick Carter.
I wonder if we should change that. Real estate god or something like that.
Welcome and
Welcome
thank
and
you.
thanks for joining us here at the
Thank
Real
you,
Estate
Rick.
House Party. Look at Tony's already annoyed. We've digressed within seconds of the
You
show.
missed your opening.
Yeah.
Welcome and thanks for joining us here at the
Listen.
Real Estate House Party. We enjoy having all you here, all our viewers,
Of
listeners, and
course.
look at our studio audience. Please sit down.
But it's not an official podcast, and you say, well, until then,
Right.
it's
Well,
not really. And then you
Now-
don't forget to do a button at the end so Chrissy doesn't lose her mind.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony.
So we had a guy working with us last summer, did a little media for us.
Yeah.
And who was doing all our favorite bits. He had a lot of nice things you were coming up with and all your one-liners.
Yeah.
And all mine were. And welcome to the Real Estate House Party.
Listen,
About 25
you
times.
do one thing very well.
Thank
a lot
you.
of people don't
Thank
even
you.
have that.
I
The
know.
one
Thank you.
thing.
The one
Thank you.
thing.
I heard it. Thank you. I understood exactly what you meant. I was trying to let it go through, but
So I was wondering why you guys didn't invite Tootie back.
Please. I don't know if you noticed how creeped out I was by
I couldn't even watch
looking.
it.
I
I
had to sit here with it. It was a bust of me that he kept referring to as you. He's got some deep problems.
We've already discerned that.
Yeah.
Earlier
He's
today.
got issues.
And he had some accomplices, and one of them, I'm not going to name any names, but Chrissy,
she has
our
pink
producer.
hair.
I put my hand straight up. I never denied it. I told you straight away. Rick let me run with it.
She said it was Rick's original idea.
Yeah.
And
And-
who ran with it?
Yeah.
And then she said, and I had a lot to do with it.
So,
Yeah.
So
it's
to
more
let-
just letting
Well, you know, you have to understand, for me,
Yeah, it
it
was-
brought back, like
Yeah.
when I had that bust made. For people who don't know, we had a bust of me dressed
Yeah.
up last week.
Right.
But
Right.
why was the bus made?
For the gorilla, when I was the gorilla, so
maybe
they
we
had
should
to
tell the
they
whole
had to
story.
make they
Yeah.
had to make the suit.
Oh, right, in the blue, in that.
Right.
is-
No, not
The
Neptune.
suitcase commercial.
No,
Oh, okay.
the gorilla suitcase commercial. So they had to cast my entire body, and then they had to make the mask for my face, and they couldn't keep me there the whole time.
Right.
So they made a thing, and I was covered in latex, and it was all had to breathe through straws in my nose.
So you had a
Felt
little
like
bit
I
of
was
post-traumatic.
Yeah, I felt
Okay.
like I was being buried alive at a point. It was
Okay.
weird.
Oh,
you know?
so it's kind of Pavlovian.
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Oh.
It was like a knee-jerk reaction to like, I remember, and that was 30-something years ago. So
Well, you know,
it's-
my knee-jerk reaction was,
What-
who do they have replacing me?
But when
And
yeah.
I'm like, who is he? I
Should we,
couldn't
should we
recognize
explain,
him.
in case anyone has missed last week's show, we at the last second, we collectively
You.
came up with the idea. We had this bust of Tony,
Yeah.
as you're explaining.
Yep.
And then I thought of bringing it in. I was just thinking maybe just sitting it there, and I brought in a Tootie sweatshirt, and some sunglasses.
And then the hat got
and
on
the
it.
hat got on,
Yeah.
and Chrissy ran with it. We got
And
a
I'm like,
box
I'm
here.
so easily replaceable by
A dummy.
an inanimate object.
Wait a second. We need another dummy.
And the dummy did not interrupt at all.
No.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's what you're taking badly out
No,
of this
you-
whole thing?
I was actually texting everyone that I knew, Chrissy and Rick included, what the
What the F?
actual
Yeah, what the heck?
beep.
Yeah.
I got mine after the show. It was so funny.
It was great.
I wonder how many people
'Cause I didn't
watched
see it
most
while
of the
I'm
show
working.
and didn't
Right.
know it was a dummy.
It was great.
That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know.
I go, why isn't he moving? Who is that?
Oh, it was moving. Did you like that part?
Yeah, the seat.
See,
So in the
you go-
beginning,
and then
I
you
was
go like
doing
this.
it.
What did
Yeah.
you say? What did you say? I'm like, oh my God, I got to turn this off.
Yeah.
I got to go have another mimosa.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
It was
Pictures with it.
creepy.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
My favorite is the picture with me, so I may have put it on my head and hidden inside the sweatshirt after the show.
I looked like a 6'9".
And I was doing cool
Yeah, yeah.
poses, and I couldn't see, but Rick took photos and sent it to him. Like, it really looks like just a tall guy that's
big,
really
like,
buff and
very
his
like
top.
buff.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just sitting there like this.
And I was doing
Yeah.
like thumbs up and stuff. It was great.
And I'm
was
like,
fun.
why isn't he moving? And who is
All right.
that?
So to all our viewers today, I'm sorry we got all live people here today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go back and watch last week's show. It's pretty funny.
So we got a lot to talk about.
lot.
We do?
Oh, we always
Oh,
do.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
already
the-
tired. I already
You
worked
remember
half
from
of
our
it.
pre-production
The
meeting?
market is all over the place.
Well, before we even start, we
Oh.
have the author of Apple Beer Cookie, right?
No,
Apple-
Apple Beer,
Apple Beer
What a great
Cookie Book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Apple Beer Cookie Book?
That's Susan Sabatelli's.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Wow,
She
makes
wrote a book.
cookies?
No.
Is it
I
about
bet she
cookies?
can.
No,
I bet
it's
she
about
can make cookies,
it's
but-
for the kids.
Yeah.
To teach them the ABCs.
Oh.
Apple Beer Cookie.
Oh, I see.
Applebeer.co. Right, is the
Right.
website.
Apple
right.
for A, beer, B for
See,
beer.
you're already learning.
Bear. For
Like-
anyone
like
listening.
not
Yeah.
beer.
B-E-A.
Welcome to Boston. It's,
Yeah.
They're not saying beer.
They're saying beer.
Bear.
Beer. Beer.
Oh, that's a
Apple
pretty good
Beer.
idea.
Yeah.
I literally thought you were saying apple beer.
No, the bear wants a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
There's no.
So
yeah.
maybe you could have one for little kids and then one for adolescents.
yeah, sure.
No,
that's
one
a
for
good idea.
adults.
Yeah.
And one for adults.
Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Right. Annie wants many beers.
are you gonna
So
look
I'm
at the book?
gonna.
Sure.
Kathy's
I
already
found it
ordering.
on Amazon, guys.
You can find
and,
and it's called Apple Bear Cookie
Book.
Got it.
And it's for
and
the
it's
little kids.
applebeer.co.
okay.
But I have some friends that have little kids, and I'm thinking I'm going to pass them out to
Oh,
my
that's
friends.
very cool.
Yeah, that's great.
very
Teach my friends, grandkids,
Yeah.
how to read.
Yeah.
Right?
I have adult friends who could use it.
Yeah, I actually do too.
yeah, yeah.
But that might be a little offensive.
That's all right. I like to offend. That's
Oh, okay.
fine with me, sure.
All right,
Susan put it all together with the help of the amazing Lindsay, who we've closed for. A wonderful person.
And
So-
every time she sees me, she just thinks I am the cat's meow.
That's
You
right,
are,
because you
and
saved
you
her
are,
some money.
sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I love the.
And this
every
could be
time-
found on Amazon, this book?
yes, it is.
Amazon, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I love the book's dedication. Now Susan has 3
Oh.
kids,
Yeah.
and the first part goes to
You.
the amazing Lindsay,
Okay.
Right.
and also thanks to Mitch and Holly. It's her 2 other kids.
Listen, kids need stuff to work out.
Right.
You know, if they have it too primrose all the way, it's no good.
Well, we say
I know.
Lindsay because she's the middle child. That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the next book hopefully will be dedicated to your amazing middle child brother.
That's. I don't see why not.
Why is she laughing? Why is she laughing? Okay, never mind.
Anyway,
So Apple Beer Cookie.
Yep.
right.
Applebeer.co is
Well,
the
if you
website.
just Google Apple Bear Cookie Book,
Yep. Okay.
It comes
it
up.
goes right to the website. But if you go straight to Amazon, you can find it in Amazon.
It's actually is very.
Is it
neat.
illustrated?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
God, yes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
if you go to their website, I believe there's a video that goes with the book that with
This isn't just
with vocals.
This is
Right.
high tech.
Yeah.
You know,
it sounds
I know,
good.
I know.
Yeah.
Has a little jingle to it and
No,
everything.
the amazing Lindsay has a lot of great ideas,
Yeah.
and she's
I met with amazing.
Listen,
Lindsay.
any-
she's
anyone who
very
has-
talented.
Yeah.
Anyone who has an idea and runs with it is fine with me. Because
Right.
I have ideas about 100 times a day. I don't do a damn thing with them.
Well, you kind of
They
throw them
just
out
they
there.
just bounce around on my head.
You just dream of doing
Yeah.
those ideas, right?
Yeah, I do.
Lindsay actually puts them in action.
Yeah.
I was with her the other day. You should see what we're coming up with. I can't even tell you.
No, I know.
I've sworn her.
I'm just back from vacation, and I'm on a need-to-know basis.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
showed up for work.
Yep, that's job one.
Job
10,
one.
10 minutes late,
Sure,
but
that's all right.
10 minutes late, and so
which
she
is
could,
which is 20 minutes early for
that's
you.
right.
Yeah.
And she showed up so she could get her lunch menu in.
Yeah.
I didn't eat lunch. I showed up because I had podcasts. My favorite
That's
favorite
right.
day
She
of the
says
week.
she only comes on Tuesdays to our podcast.
All right.
Look, we're breaking all sorts of.
All right, let's go.
9 minutes in there, so we got a lot to do today.
Yeah.
Can I tell you one? I don't want to digress already, but
We've already digressed.
we digressed.
Now you're going to read the newspaper to
I'm gonna
us?
read the newspaper. The bar news.
bar news.
is talking. You know how we used to always come up.
By the way, that's bar news.
Bar.
The bar news.
BAAAA.
Bar news.
H. There's an H.
There's an H at the
There
end.
has to be
You
an
got to
H at the
soften
end.
it. Yeah, sure, of course.
Like it needs any more softening.
Sure.
Thank you for Priscilla Carter for naming me Richard Mark Carter. Got all the A's and R's all over the place there. So.
That's my favorite line when I'm like, someone goes, "Where are you from?" I said, "Well, originally from the Boston area," and they're like, "Oh, we could tell." Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And I go, "My boss, he's from Boston, and his name
he's from
is,
Arlington
well,
area.
I know they
Or the
wouldn't
family.
understand that. But
Yeah,
He's
that's
from
true.
the Boston area, and his mother decided it was a good idea to name him Richard Mark Carter,
Right.
Richard Mark Carter.
That's right. That's right.
like ricotta cheese.
I got to go back to Ricky Carter, though.
I like
Because
Ricky.
of that.
called
I
you
know you as
Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah, you
I
know me
call
as
you
Ricky.
Ricky.
I got
I
to
think
stay
I'm
with
gonna
that.
start calling you
Because everyone
Ricky.
thinks I'm a cheese. You're right.
Yeah.
Ricotta.
Ricotta.
Story for another
This
time.
is Ricky Carter.
All right. Years ago, we started talking about things that we're envisioning for the future.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And they all started coming true.
What?
We are so ahead of the
So ahead of the
damn
time.
curve
It's
on
amazing.
these things.
It's amazing.
What do you got?
This is actually, we can't take credit for this because it actually is happening.
Oh.
They have robot lawyers now.
Oh, my
Did you
God.
hear anything about that?
No,
so I guess
should
you
we-
go into court
Yeah.
and you have a little system to the robot,
Yeah.
and the defendant will talk about what. So they do it for speeding, things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I guess he just talks the fact pattern, goes to the robot, and the robot gives him tips on how he should defend himself. So that's going to be the latest.
Oh, I can't see this going wrong anywhere.
Well, they actually had a.
Right.
As long as the robot doesn't
Right.
know GFY.
Well, with this AI, they pick up on it, of course. Your Honor, this is on the advice of my counsel. You should go fuck yourself.
Well, that's what he told me.
I'm listening to my lawyer.
Don't blame me.
I'm sorry. I guess I should have trigger warned us.
We got
I
to
swore.
snort out of
I
her.
just gotta, you just
for
got to
his
snort
11.
it.
It's too bad because Lindsay Sabatelli was going to use this whole show for her.
You can beat that up.
She can use it
If
anyway.
anybody knows this show, they know I'm prone to throw out
Not
one
to
thing.
mention that everybody says the F word now.
Oh,
Even the
it's-
grandmothers
oh,
on
of course.
Instagram, right?
Yes.
So
Didn't one of your friends have one of the kids just use that word all the time, right?
Oh.
This is an effing great day or something like that.
Oh, well,
or-
that was Joshua, but Darlene's, one of her grandchildren, always goes, effing no way! So she didn't make that up, right? Jesse.
There's a great one online. I think it's a little British girl who's looking out the window. Have you seen that one?
No.
Look, Mommy, it's a fucking goat. No, honey, it's just a goat. No, it's a fucking goat.
Or the mother, we can do this all day.
Yeah.
And the mother goes to the kid,
This is why we have no guests, no one in the audience.
say
No.
dump truck, and he goes, dumb fuck. And then she says, no, it's dump truck, and she goes, dumb fuck. And we laugh and laugh.
Yeah, it's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of shout-outs,
Yeah.
Scott Carter, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
Scotty.
how old's Scott Carter?
Scott Carter is in his 30s. I told you 22 today.
22, but then I had to do
20.
some math, and I'm going to say
That's
he's
not. He's
32 or 33.
he's not younger than Ryan Carter.
Is he 32?
Nope.
33.
Yep.
There you go.
Wow, Scott. I remember the day you were born.
And he's in the playoffs.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
15
Don't talk
games,
about it.
Yeah,
15
okay.
wins
I'm
more,
not-
and
And
we're
don't-
big celebration.
Yeah.
Don't talk about the 100 pounds that Rick's going to gain in the next 15
It's,
days.
Oh, I have this pizza place I go to.
Yeah.
So last year I made the mistake. I went there, bought 2 pieces of pizza, root beer, and they win.
Yeah.
So now
Every time.
they have a
2
Celtics
pieces of
game, the
pizza,
people
They
want me to-
lost one of the games, and
I know.
because Rick hadn't gone to get the pizza.
Now I
and the
got to
root
do
beer.
it. You know, so
We were talking about going on diets,
You
but
can't prove it's not right.
not for
I
the
know,
15
I know.
more
You can't-
minutes,
Nope.
15
can't do
more
it.
days.
No.
Oh God, no, till June. Yep, it's gonna
Yep.
be a rough beach season this year. All right, bunch of questions.
Go ahead.
We have viewers all the time sending in questions
Right.
and calls. And
Yeah.
We
it's-
wish we could get to them all.
We wish that we get, but today
here
we
are
thought
some of them, right.
We thought we could. This is from one Lindsay Sabatelli.
Oh
Speaking
my
of what-
God!
Oh, wow.
the amazing Lindsay.
What a coincidence.
We were talking the other day about all our ideas, and she actually did have a legitimate question.
What was
Go
your
ahead.
question?
Maybe you two can answer.
Maybe
for me.
she should have called me.
Well, I know, but you weren't here.
Right, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
She called Tootie instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story for another time. Can you just have a person buy your property and take over your interest rate?
Well, typically no.
Okay.
If you have a Fannie Mae loan or Freddie
VA
Mac,
loan.
or no. If you have a conventional Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac,
You can't do
Bank.
it.
You cannot.
But if she had a private mortgage from her dad,
Yeah. Maybe they could do that.
they could do that.
You could.
Yeah, it's called assuming the note.
So the note would probably.
So you would just transfer that over to, but does it have to be a relative or could it be anybody?
No, so if you have a loan with like TD Bank
Yeah.
or Wells Fargo or Guaranteed Rate,
Sure.
they would never
Let that.
That
No,
would-
you'd have to
yeah.
go with market rate, right?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
no one would ever get another mortgage
No,
again.
of course. You'd all
You
get.
just keep
you're basically
transferring it.
selling
Right.
your
Right.
selling your
Right.
interest rate and your
Right.
note balance.
You can't
Exactly.
do that.
Right.
So maybe VA loans, they do give the VAs a lot of
Yeah, I
benefit.
bet
but
VA
it's tricky. You have to have it all lined up beforehand. So,
Right.
So the answer is usually mostly
And
no.
99.9%
So a
of the
good
time,
attorney
no.
answer is always 99% time.
Depends.
No,
No.
probably-
We'll
it
take it from
depends.
Mary Beth.
We'll
That's
look.
right.
How about this?
Depends.
We'll look into it.
That's a good one, too.
Yeah, we'll look into
Right,
it.
and get
Right.
back to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know why they do that?
Why is that?
It's because rich people need to make more money.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
That's the real
Right.
reason.
Right.
I mean, because
Why do they still have the legal pads? You're an attorney.
yeah,
Why do they still have the big
because they're
legal-
yellow
Oh, okay.
And they stick out.
and they
Okay.
stick out.
All
yeah,
right. All right.
and they're longer than regular pieces of
Right.
paper. So it
Yeah.
looks-
So it looks like you're
Yeah.
doing more
Plus, it
work or
makes you
something?
look more
Right.
important
Right.
Okay.
than
Right.
having a
It-
crumpled up
for the same-
piece of
right.
paper
What? A lot of
that you
Those
have.
in my pocket. What do you? Come on.
It's for the same reason you lawyers have your own language, so the rest of us don't understand it.
Like caveat
so we need
emptor?
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like,
party
well,
of the
most
or the
lawyers-
party of the first part heretofore known as the party of the first part shall
Therefore.
now be
Therefore.
now
Notwithstanding the
standing
party of the first
part.
henceforth.
Right. And you're reading it, you're going, what the hell is this?
Look at Chrissy trying to write all these down as quickly as possible.
No, she's not even listening anymore.
It's like trying to. I had
It's good to have you both back.
I did my daughter's Cecilia's simple taxes.
Yeah.
You know, like I get my taxes
Yeah.
done by a
right.
CPA.
Yeah.
Because it's complicated and whatever. But Cecilia was in
When
school.
you have to show all
blah, blah,
all those residuals
there's,
from Seinfeld.
Yeah, and it drives them nuts. Like I
I'm
get,
sure it does.
I get residuals for like $36 from Disney or
Right.
whatever it is. But Cecilia's she had
Yeah.
a W-2 from the thing, and they go, look, we'd charge you $75 to do it. She's getting $143 back. You can do a simple thing, and I go on. I go, not me.
No.
Anyone else could.
Right.
No, no one can do that.
So I go on
Right.
the IRS simple forms and
Yeah.
I go, okay, and I put it in. They reject it because
She's now being audited and is in jail in 2 years.
well,
2 years.
we won't know that until Thursday. But yeah, I mean, no, but I finally did it. But it was not simple.
No, it's not simple.
Because they have all this jargon that I go,
Right, right.
my head's swimming. I don't know.
It's like some people can zero in and make can figure it out. I
Right.
hate reading directions. If I can't figure it out by the picture on the front
Right.
of the box,
Did the
not
IRS
doing
give
it.
you any pictures at all?
pictures.
Yeah.
That would be that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be a good
They
idea.
could take screenshots
Screenshots,
of
yeah.
everything you should
Yeah.
do.
All right, write that one down.
I can see his head spinning.
That's good. Yeah.
Next
right.
question.
Yeah.
Do you get a 3-day right of rescission on a house you're purchasing?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, that's ridiculous.
That's
Who would even
silly.
ask that question?
Not Lindsay.
Gary Bell wrote that one.
Gary. I'm so disappointed in you. To ask such a rudimentary question of this distinguished panel. Do you think you were going to stump us?
Some people say, I have 3 days to cancel. You have 3 days
But
to
what are they
cancel.
thinking of?
They're thinking of the right to rescind.
On a refinance.
On a refinance
Right,
of a
right.
primary resident.
Right.
Right.
Imagine the havoc that would wreak. If
Oh,
you had
God,
if
you had
3
movers
days.
like- no.
Everyone's moved in. You had your first party over there and said, I don't
You know
really
what?
like
I
it.
changed my mind.
It's not for me.
I don't like the
I
natives.
like this is not for me.
There was stage people in here
not for me.
before here. Now none of them
Where
exist anymore.
Where did this ugly family come from?
Where's all the
wait,
furniture?
This is what I was
they're
expecting.
mine. They're mine. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Ed Sullivan left on that one. All right. Here's a good one. Can I leave my baby monitor on while having an open house so I can listen to the buyer's remarks about the house.
Well,
That was sent in by Don McMahon.
Don McMahon, that's like a, I think it's an invasion of privacy, right?
Yes, it is.
And Don, a little creepy. Just a little bit, and I'm all for creepy.
So is it illegal?
But
In Massachusetts,
yeah, you
we
can't
call
record
it,
somebody
right.
without them
It's a
knowing.
two-party state where
Right.
both have to agree to something like that. So you can't have the baby monitor on unless those people have agreed to it.
Right.
So
You could put a note on the door, saying that.
no, you're right. That's what
Yeah.
the MLS just decides.
Right, you could put a note on the door that
Tony-
says,
Tony-
if you enter here, we're recording.
Right.
But you don't have to do more than that.
Right.
Even that, you're right. I think even that's a little suspect because what if some? Well, I'm wondering about the ring bells.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
I
ring
went
cameras.
over to Renee and Mike's house the other day. On the door, not because I brought some nice pastry, and I hear from the ring bell, "Rick, how you doing?" Which is great.
Yeah.
but he was at school.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
about
oh, yeah,
freaky.
you get it on the.
It wasn't. My,
Yeah.
my daughter couldn't hear me in the house,
Yeah.
but Mike at school said, "Rick, how you doing?"
I had a
said,
guy talking on his ring phone in New Hampshire from Aruba.
Right.
Really?
Someone was at his door and he
Right.
goes, "Yeah, I'm away. Just leave the package." And I go, "All right."
So if you're in Aruba, maybe we'll get you near a ring bell and you could be part of the show.
Yeah, that'd be,
All right.
yeah.
we do that?
I think
Yeah.
I've told you this. I've told others. I want to film a movie
Yeah.
exclusively on ring bells, and it's going to be entitled "Hello, are you home?" And that's
you're
all
like-
it is. It's a 90 minutes of "Hello, hello."
And people are fixing their hair and the ring bell. And
Hello, are you home?
So that'd actually be pretty good because you can see people as they really
It
are.
really are,
No,
yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yep.
All right. What's next do we have here? You guys know the answer to this one. This is from Dean Ozinski. Do I have to disclose to the buyer that there was a suicide in the property?
No.
No,
Unless.
they're asked.
They ask.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Specifically.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
guys
No,
are-
you
I've
don't.
only been doing this for 35 years, and if I didn't know the
Tony
answer to
can
that,
kick our ass on this
know.
stuff now, though.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned over stuff now because my wife has got me watching the How to Murder Your Husband shows.
Yeah.
2020.
yeah.
She watches them exclusively almost, and
Is-
she
is
wants
it,
me to watch them with it.
All right.
Is it
And it's-
why women kill?
Kill, they have that too.
Yeah.
And then we'll sit down, and in 10 seconds, I'll go, it was the wife. She goes, no, there could be
There's
twists.
extenuating
I go,
circumstances,
no.
right,
It's
right.
always the wife.
Right.
Always
And I'll
the
tell you what,
spouse.
or the husband, the spouse. It's
Yeah,
always
it's
the
the
spouse.
spouse.
Yeah.
Always.
No, you're right.
And,
You're right.
And they go, no, there's a twist in here. I go, no, it's gonna come back.
Right.
She's having an affair.
you're right. It goes all the way around, and it's back.
She's having an affair. She didn't have the nerve to do it herself. She started having sex with somebody else. Got the guy to do it. Now he's upset over it. Now he's gonna turn her in, and then it's the.
Oh, look it. It was the wife.
It was the wife. Always. It's always the spouse.
So watching the shows is all right, but when they start Googling tips to your death.
Yeah.
Well,
You
like
know.
that stupid guy down on the South
South Shore,
Shore.
yeah.
How do you dismember a body
Yeah, sure.
without it smelling?
How long does it take for it to
the body to-
decompose?
yeah.
Decompose.
Yeah, so not the brightest criminal.
No.
Criminals not always bright.
Right.
They think they're smarter than the cops.
Well, because
right,
they're
right.
acting
Yeah.
on rage, which is not
This-
rational
Right,
action.
right.
This last one I saw, the guy claimed that someone was breaking in the house. He's wrestling with his own gun, his own
Yeah.
shotgun.
Yeah,
and
that went off and happened to kill the wife. Yeah.
Oh.
And my wife goes, well, that could have happened.
Oh,
you know,
boy.
I go,
She's setting
I go-
everything up.
they hear an intruder. He's got the shotgun. He sends the wife down the stairs first.
Right.
I got the gun. I have the gun. You go first, honey. I go, no.
Should we call your wife and see, does she need an intervention? No, that could have happened, Tony.
Now, don't do this. If the wife shoots someone and then throws you the gun,
Right, don't touch it.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Just let
Take
it
it
go.
away,
All right.
sure.
We had a very dumb criminal at one of our closings. It's a big divorce situation.
Yeah.
And I probably said it before, but I'll give you it real quick. We had them at separate times. Wife the day before. Husband finds out she's going to do the closing. He comes down and vandalizes her car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then leaves a note.
And then leaves a note. For all the things you've ruined in my life,
I'm ruining your car.
Right. And signs the name. Not the brightest.
Not the
criminal.
brightest.
No.
Sign his name in case
case
there was
there was
someone
any
else.
ambiguity.
In case there was someone else like
it could've happened.
she had
Someone else
ruined.
could've
Love
done
your
it.
hubby. Yeah.
That's what Mrs. V would say.
Right.
I bet someone else could have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
set up
Right.
the husband.
She's setting you up.
I don't know how many lives you've ruined, but I'm one of them.
Okay.
All right.
You have a couple more.
So no, you don't have to disclose that someone,
Unless asked,
unless
yeah.
the body's still there.
Right.
Then you might want to just walk around.
Yeah, if you
Sorry,
just
Might
smell it,
fess up.
sorry,
Yeah.
trigger.
You did get called on that once.
I
didn't
did,
you?
yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is why I'm
So,
saying trigger.
Have we had any trigger alerts? lately?
I usually yell it out.
Yeah, I know. That's
After it's too late.
that's why we brought.
And we're not making fun of suicide,
no,
just so
no,
you
no.
know.
No, just.
No, that was a legitimate question, though.
Yeah.
It's a legitimate question.
No, and the answer is no, you don't have.
All right. If I buy a property as my principal residence, can I rent it out the next day?
Absolutely not.
Wow, I love the authoritative
It's
talk of
bank
you.
fraud.
No, you have to live in it for 2 years.
Either year, whatever the bank
Well, you-
decides. But
you have
in
to
the
live in
old
it.
days, you used to be able to do that. You'd say, "Yeah, this is my principal residence," and then all of a sudden your mind would change. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I didn't
by
mean
the
that.
way,
I didn't mean that.
I didn't know
got
it was
the
living
little-
in-
No, not that primary residence. No,
That's
you
fraud.
misunderstood.
That's
Why do you
fraud.
That's fraud.
Why do you have
yes.
3 primary residences
Right.
on your
We've
your
had
tax
a couple
returns?
of those.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
where I'm going to be from night to night.
I know.
I like to have a bed that's mine.
All of a sudden, he's getting $4,200 a month. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Unaccounted for.
Yeah. What needs to be disclosed? I don't know if we should go down this. We have 23 minutes left. About
23 minutes?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I know. Just what Massachusetts? Maybe we'll do a general statement here. Massachusetts different than a lot of states.
In
With
a
this-
lot of ways.
In a lot of ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually saw a Trump sticker on a Massachusetts car.
Well, why is that weird?
I just thought,
There's a couple.
yeah, there's only, like, I just
You
thought
didn't
it
think
was,
one person in Massachusetts voted for Trump?
well, typically, I just thought it was odd. That
Yeah.
it was just,
Now, if
No,
it was
explain yourself. What do you mean? I've seen Dukakis.
if it was an
Stickers
electric
on cars.
if it was an electric car, I'd be very suspect.
yeah.
Some sort of
It was
Environmental.
Yeah, I guess, right. I didn't
What
look
kind
at
of car
that.
was
I
it?
think it was a truck.
Yeah,
So,
there you go. Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, I just thought it was ironic.
Okay. All right. Was it for his upcoming,
I don't know.
Just
Okay.
a general Trump.
just
Yeah.
a general
Yeah.
I said, wow, that looks funny. A Trump sticker on a
Massachusetts
car. That's all.
Oh.
No,
It's
I've
stuck
seen
up.
them. I've seen them.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
It's
Okay.
like looking for a needle in a haystack
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing, but
Sure.
I just figured I'd share.
That's like
It was right next to "Have you hugged your grandchildren today?" Which is my favorite bumper sticker.
Christine
I have a
Hurley-
bumper sticker that says, "I'm going to hug your grandchild."
That's a trigger warning. That's a trigger warning.
trigger.
Yeah, but Christine Hurley did some skit at one point and goes,
Oh yeah.
oh, and about those stick figures on
Oh,
the
yeah.
back of your car. She goes, if anybody here has a stick figure family on the back of your car, I'd leave before me. Because I'm going to ram you.
We don't need Christine on here anymore.
No.
Yeah, you can just do it.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Here's some quick yes or no questions because we have a minute left. Do you need owner's title insurance even if the lender is also getting their own title insurance?
You
Yes,
don't, you need it.
Yes.
Coming
Thank
from
you.
me.
Thank you.
100%, I say.
It's optional,
Right.
But it's not really optional because you get car insurance, you get life insurance, you get homeowners insurance, you get every kind of insurance.
Sure,
get
you don't know
dental
what's going to
insurance.
happen from day to day.
Right, and it's a one-time premium for the lifetime that you own the house. It has an inflationary rider, so it goes up with the value. The coverage goes up with the value of your home. And honestly, it's a one-time premium for the lifetime that you own the house.
Yeah.
You put you put the policy away and you forget you even have it till they say, "Oops, you got a problem," and
So-
you go, "No, I don't."
So when I'm with my brother-in-law John Sabatelli
Yeah.
and my sister Susan Sabatelli,
Who just wrote a book.
That's exactly how they tell the story. I said, "Do you need owner's title insurance?" Yes.
Yes.
and yours was a little bit more elaborate. I'm not saying either one of yours was. I'm just saying, just making that comparison.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, one more.
We got time.
Okay. If I am not on the note,
Yeah.
but I want to own the property,
Yeah.
do I have to go to the closing?
Yes.
I get this all the time.
Of course you
Why?
do.
Why?
Because
Why?
you have to sign the
You
mortgage.
have to sign
Why?
papers.
Why?
Because,
Why? I'm not on the note. I'm not on the note.
I get it, sir. I get it.
Sir, would you please listen to our paralegal? She's one of the finest in the land.
Paralegal extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
Who gave you that name?
You.
You.
Okay, I'm just making
Okay.
sure.
Oh no. What's his name?
The other guy.
They're just
The other guy. The guy with the thing.
the one that
The
just
thing.
went by.
The guy who had
Oh, the
the thing
legend?
with the thing.
No,
I mean,
Mr. Ed Sullivan.
are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Answer the question.
So there's something in place.
That was sent in to us by Jerry Stevenson. Thank
okay.
you,
So Jerry,
Good question, Jerry.
the reason your wife has to go to the closing
Not
is
like Gary.
Okay.
Who's Gary? I don't know.
He's going to be one of our
Excuse
ex-viewers.
excuse me, Jerry.
Sorry.
I mean
Tony.
Tony, yeah.
I'm.
No, that's right.
She has the floor.
I kind of like
It's-
having the
it's
dummy
nice.
here
Right,
from
right.
last week.
Hey.
No,
The-
go ahead. Go
it's
ahead. I'm
my-
sorry. I'm
it's
sorry.
my
I'm sorry. It's just
turn.
go
The
ahead. Go
honorable
ahead.
lady from New Hampshire has the floor.
The reason the wife had or the
Woman.
other spouse has to go to the closing is because one spouse, if you own it
Jointly.
jointly, cannot put a mortgage on the property without
you knowing.
without the signature of
Of
both
the other person.
owners.
Of course.
Why not?
Because that would mean like if
You've never played poker, have you?
because what if they're not getting along?
No, I think this is one of the reasons too. Because if the bank ever had to foreclose because the note wasn't being paid on, you have to foreclose on all the owners of the property. Because
Right.
then, if they don't sign it, you're only foreclosing on half of it.
Right.
Right.
And
right.
that's a whole
but
nother-
the other
that's
thing
a
is,
whole nother
right,
story.
But the other thing is some there'd be some fraud in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what if I wanted $200,000 and
Sure.
I walked in and got a home equity line?
And
that,
your wife was planning on murdering you.
yeah.
And you didn't know it.
Right. So there's your safeguard.
And she was gonna
You
use-
should let her know that.
Yeah. Oh, she knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things going okay at the
Everything's
B
fine.
house?
When I left this morning, everything was fine.
Wait till you get home.
Yeah, I do open the door cautiously now. I don't just burst in, lest I be mistaken for an intruder.
What do they call those guns?
I'm home. Your husband, the guy that lives here with you, is in the house.
You like kick in the door and then duck.
If I have someone with me, you go first.
You go. You bring your mother-in-law over.
You might
Hey, Ma,
wanna-
you go in.
You might want to go first.
All right, we got
Sorry, go. Trigger warning. We don't mean to say that about mother-in-laws. We all love them.
We didn't say it. You did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to go. We've had again.
That was a lot.
That was a lot today.
I mean, we got everything in.
We got everything
Yeah.
in.
And let me just put the button on this for us. The thing.
Yeah?
You know, you plan for what can happen,
Right.
not what you want to happen.
Right.
Oh my God! Don't you
You
get
know what? I
teary-eyed?
think-
Don't you
I
get
don't know.
teary-eyed?
I don't know. Is that Tony over there?
That advice came with
He's
the
just
suit
so
jacket.
happy there's no other bust of him on the
look
panel
so
here today.
handsome today, Tony
so
B.
happy. Thanks for joining us here on the Real Estate House Party. Don't forget to look up Apple Beer Cookie, and it's
Book.
at Book. I know it.
Book.
We know. I know.
All you gotta
I
do is
forget it
Google
because
it, it'll come
be applebeer.co.
Also sounds like a pastry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apple
right.
bear cookie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us at the Real Estate House Party. We will see you next week. To stop it.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.